1-2. All right, y'all, I'm ready to ask y'all a question. How was your day today? Good, bad, middle of the road, or great? We're going to start this one off with like we always do, with a positive affirmation. This stream will be blessed. Anyhow, if you checked out the pre-show, thank you. And if you're just tuning in, stick around for the main event, because remember, you picked the outcome. I mean, not the outcome, but you picked the format of our main event by engaging in that poll question last week in the community tab. So without further ado, Syracuse, New York, we about to get into it, y'all. And as always, engage with us by doing the free stuff. You know, the liking, the sharing, and the subscribing. So without further ado, let's do this. Zeus's Crown Championship matchup. Who's Killa T's opponent?
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Let's find out together, big baby. Alley Cat is his mystery opponent. What? You thought since I said loser leaves town that meant forever? Hell no, Alley Cat. Last time in action was that Ladder Madness in a steel cage match against Killa T, where he had to leave town. And he did. He left that town, took a break, and now he's back. The Furious Furry getting a second shot at the Zeus's Crown Championship here tonight. Welcome in, everybody. You're in for a barnstormer. And here is your Zeus's Crown champion, Killa T, in the crib, checking in. All the way from Biloxi, Mississippi. 29 wins and 20 losses. And the last time he was in action was against Big Jeffro, where he was kicking it with him, literally dang near kicking his head off and pulling off the victory. High stakes on the line off the rip here at the Broadway Beatdown. Here in Syracuse, New York, the home of my favorite basketball team outside of the KU Jayhawks. The Syracuse Orangemen, or whatever they calling them nowadays. Let's get it.
Introducing the challenger from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ali.
The Furious Furry.
And his opponent from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Alliance Zone World Champion, Killa T.
going up against the Bayou Big Bad here to kick it off. And if you are just tuning in to tonight's extravaganza, then help us out in the poll question that is currently running. Who is going to win this Zeus's Crown Championship matchup? Will the Bayou Big Bag put another championship win against Alley Cat in the win column, or will the Furious Furry go home with the gold? And it looks like Alley Cat is not suffering from ring rust as he is on Killa T. Like white on rice or stink on poop as he cold cops the Bayou Big Bad. No count started yet by the referee, and Alley Cat ventures into his Amazon shopping list and comes out with a chair that he does not get to use. Frequency curse in full effect. And Alley Cat is the recipient of it, as well as a recipient of a couple of knocks to the head. But the Furious Furry showing flurries of offense here in the first contest of tonight's festivities. The Bayou Big Bad looking up at the stars, but not long enough to get a count started by the referee. Referee a tad bit lackadaisical on first glance as Alley Cat, the Furious Furry, with the frequency fist to the chest of the Bayou Big Bad. And out the ring goes Killa T. Alley Cat back underneath the apron, coming out with another chair. But he's caught by Killa T. And a back suplex gives the Bayou Big Bad the advantage. And the usage of the apron to bang Alley Cat's head off of it. And to continue his onslaught with another knock upside the head using the apron. Killa T definitely has Alley Cat touching everything in the building as he goes to hit him upside the head with the steel steps. My goodness. Killa T has turned it on in the last couple of seconds, letting Alley Cat know that it's going to be one tough task indeed to take away that Zeus's Crown Championship from him. Another dose of the steel steps, this time to the body. And Killa T is definitely commanding this ship, which is the Zeus's Crown last man standing match. As we're up to a 3 count on Alley Cat. And now a 7 count. And Alley Cat responds, but Killa T trying to hit him with a shoulder block, misses. Nice dodge by the Furious Furry. As a reversal by Killa T sends Alley Cat to the apron. And now Killa T is about to set Alley Cat up. And hot sauce flowing from the head of Alley Cat after that blow from Killa T that was delivered. Now what's Killa T about to do? Balancing on the top rope and coming down with an axe handle to the arm of Alley Cat, who is now face down on the pavement, but he gets up before the count of 4, only to walk in to the ever so bulky arms of Killa T as he hits him with the Gulf Coast Slam, and the count begins again. The referee doing a good job of counting After that dormant period earlier on in the contest. And just like that, it's a wrap. Killa T over Alley Cat in matchup number 1.
And still, Alliance Zone World Champion, Miller T.
Killa T with an impressive victory, putting down the Furious Furry here in matchup number 1. Stick around, because that's not the only championship contest. We got a fatal 4-way coming up next.
This is the home of Frequency Pro Wrestling. Encouraging you all to just
hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. After all, it costs nothing. Do the deed and stop fronting.
hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons.
Marcella 12-12, current title reign 826 days, and the last time we saw her out in competition, her and Disarray were in a bit of a disagreement where Marcella was hell bent on making her tap out, and damn it, she did that. One of our most prestigious signings from our Rising Frequency program here on Full View of the crowd here in Syracuse, New York. And the question is, her coming into this one, will she walk out the champion? Given the nature of title defenses in the Hellas Hybrid and the Ares God of War divisions. But enough about that, party people. We get ready to get into another title matchup, so let's get it on. As a crowd here in Syracuse, New York, standing in awe of the steel structure coming down from the ceiling. And the nature of this one is to pinfall or submit one of the competitors that you're going against, or for you to be the sole survivor of climbing out of the steel structure, as Disarray and Olivia Emerson are locked in the battle, as well as Kaiva and Marcella duking it out with one another. Disarray, former Hellas Hybrid champion, and Kaiva Okoye, former She Devils champion and Hellas Hybrid champion. As you know, we transformed the She Devils title over to the Hellas Hybrid Championship. After a misfortune last year of our data being corrupted, which made us delve into the depths of our creativity and come out with something funky, fresh, and even better. Hell, I don't even remember that era. Now that the Stormbreaker Era is fully engaged. And as I look back, I can't believe that it's almost been a year since our transformation. And I thank the universe for that creative explosion that I had afterwards. As a champion trying to crawl up out of the steel structure, but cannot get her footing correct. And Disarray brings her back down to earth with a power bomb. Disarray dismantling Divas. Straight up destroying them. Is there any more words I can use with the letter D in them to describe Disarray's antics here in this matchup? Kaiba putting it on Disarray as Olivia going for a pinfall attempt on the champion. Kaiba Okoye alert enough to break it up. And Disarray going from stem to sternum between competitors. Disarray against everybody in this one as a pinfall attempt by Marcella Morocco went awry on Kaiba Okoye. Bulldog by Disarray. And Olivia locked back up into battle. I don't know what it is between them two, but they can't stay away from each other. And Olivia's straight up giving the disgruntled one the business. Hold on a second. Hawaiian spike by Marcella. Cover up broken up by Disarray. And now Olivia is hit with a Samoan drop by the champion. Can anybody break this one up as she goes to cover her up? Kaiba. Her and that ring awareness definitely on point here in this one. As Kaiba hit Olivia with the wicked stepsister. And now is waiting on her to arise and hit her with something else. As Disarray with a single leg cold breaker on the champion and a moonsault to follow it up. All these divas are definitely destroying one another. I know I said destroying earlier, but my goodness, no other way to describe it. Steel cage and a match with a championship on the line. Who can deny the magnitude of this contest? Disarray and Kaiba entangled in battle as Kaiba kicks her and puts her down in the corner and is hit with a running lariat by the champion. And now into the arms of Olivia, who hits her with a jumping face buster and goes for a cover. Man, Marcella inches away from losing her title due to that pinfall attempt. And now the arm bar on Olivia, and it gives Kaiba a window of opportunity to try to climb herself up out of the ring. But like Marcella before her, she cannot get her footing and escape the steel structure. Olivia going in on Disarray, while Kaiba and Marcella Morocco, were locked up in battle. But Marcella paying attention to the battle between Olivia and Disarray, broke up a submission move, and now Disarray with a top rope powerbomb and goes and breaks up The attempted pinfall attempt. All pinfall attempts have been broken up by a plethora of these competitors. And I can say all 4 of their ring awareness is shining like a diamond in this one. Doesn't look like anybody's gonna be covered. And if they are, it's probably gonna be a quick submission to end this one off. A running knee buster to the face of Disarray. And now Olivia is set to finish off the disgruntled one. A second dose of the jumping facebuster, aka Oblivion, as a pinfall attempt by Kaiva on Olivia, who kicks out, and Disarray is climbing her way out of the steel cage and is on top and attempting to make her descent down to the arena floor. What is Marcella doing? Blocking Kaiva, while Kaiva was the only one standing between Disarray and her eventual escape. Hold on a second. Marcella and Olivia standing on the top rope as Disarray makes her eventual descent to the arena floor. And just like that, Disarray goes home with a gold.
Here is your winner, and new Extreme Zone Hardcore Women's Champion, Dizzy Ray.
Disarray with an impressive win, going home with the Hellas Hybrid title. Here in matchup number 2, stick around, because our next contest is a race for the briefcase. Rufus going up against Charlie Race, the King, next on the Broadway Beatdown.
This is Maddie Chatterbox encouraging you to hit the like man. They're only free 99. So once again, hit the like button to help our channel grow.
The King, Charles Race. Rufus champion.
Rufus going up against Charlie Race. The race for the case.
The following contest is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring, representing Country Dominance from Shreveport, Louisiana, weighing in at 206 pounds, Rufus champion.
The former 2-time Devil's Blood champion, coming in at 9 wins and 13 losses, and this is how we got here. A loss to Charlie Race earlier in the month made him put his newly acquired case on the line as he proclaims Charlie will never beat him again. And check this, the family intervened and tried to talk some sense into Rufus' head. And he basically told them both to go to Hades. Anyhow, will we be calling him
This is a
Rufus
DJ Soul Search
McDoofus after this one?
And his opponent from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King, Charles Race.
Charlie Race in the building. And 2 weeks ago, he made Rufus into a truth teller by dropping one to him in a one-on-one contest. The wily veteran of Frequency coming in at 18 wins and 21 losses. former open contract briefcase owner, the King, Charlie Race. And all he did was just accept the challenge by Rufus, as Charlie doesn't seem to be affected one way or another in how this contest goes. Will the King prevail again and get himself another briefcase that he can rock around here? I don't know, but only time will tell throughout this matchup. Uncle Rufus from Station 6 going up against Charlie Race. And the bell tolls as these two get down to brass tacks. And thank you for sticking with us thus far in this illustrious Vega card, the Broadway Beatdown. And we've seen a couple of beatdowns, and that's for damn sure. As Charlie Race in control of the bout on the early going, and giving Rufus all he can handle right off the rip, banging his face out of the canvas. And Rufus wakes up and it hits Charlie with a calf 8 suplex, throwing him halfway across the ring. As I stated before in earlier streams, in regards to this rivalry, Rufus has zero to prove to anybody except for himself. This is purely what happens when you let your ego get the better of you and you make stupid decisions. Putting his one shiny moment on the line, open contract, title opportunity, all to prove that he's better than Charlie Race. And you saw his resume upon him walking in. He's been a two-time solo champion, where Charlie hasn't been a champion at all since being on the brand. Rufus, instead of grabbing the ladder to go try to climb and get the briefcase, he extends it between the apron and the announce table, hoping to do some damage to Charlie as they get back in the ring. And Rufus with the running cutter, and now using the ladder on Charlie, and is attempted to scale the ladder and obtain the briefcase, which he already freaking owns. Don't understand the logic behind this matchup, but when Rufus prevails in this one, he is definitely going to feel like he dodged a barrage of bullets from Charlie. A punch to the skull by the King, who whips Rufus onto the ladder that he extended to do damage to Charlie, and it backfires as Charlie puts Rufus through the ladder. And now Rufus is staring up as Atharia. And Charlie goes to add insult to injury with a kendo stick, but does not get to use a frequency curse in effect as he's driven into the hard floor on the outside of the ring. Rufus definitely looking as if he's in control in this one. Now, an attempt to wear Charlie out with a cross-face chicken wing. But let's not forget, he has to put him down long enough to grab the ladder and scale to the top and grab his briefcase and go home with it. Rufus scaling and going for a second win in regard to ladder matches and briefcases. Up jumps the King. and is looking to put a halt to Rufus. And being successful with grabbing the briefcase. Hold on a second, Charlie with the offense and hot sauce from the head of Rufus. And Charlie throwing Rufus to the canvas. Is it going to be long enough for the King to obtain the briefcase in this one? Yes! Charlie Race steals the briefcase from Rufus neck doofus.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Here is your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, the King, Charles Race.
What a dumb decision by Rufus to put it all on the line and then come up empty in keeping his promise of never losing to Charlie again. Brown Phantom KC Reed in matchup number 4 coming up next on your Broadway Beatdown. All right, y'all. Thanks to the new sub, Primetime 210237, and thanks for Blaze for stopping by and checking out his homie here tonight. 2 more matchups on the card for you, and the next one will be the Brown Phantom going up against KC Reed here on the Broadway Beatdown.
Eye Candy Academy didn't change me, it confirmed me.
This is Real Talk Rita, and we are having a sale. Today's likes are free, so do our channel a solid and hit the like man.
All right, Syracuse, New York, Brown
This is a
Phantom
DJ Soul
versus
Search
KC
production.
Reed next. And we kick it off like this.
Is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 242 pounds, KC Reed.
KC Reed in the building, the former Zeus' crown champion, coming in at 19 wins and 22 losses. And last week he added 1 to the win column in a very hard-fought battle against Jayden Tomahawk, where he came out victorious. Will he prevail here tonight against a superstar that we have not seen in almost 6
This is a
months?
DJ Soul Search production.
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 208 pounds, the Brown Phantom.
The Brown Phantom has not been seen on Frequency Pro Wrestling since back at Fixation, where he was KO'd and stripped of his title by KC Reed. The former Zeus' crown champion coming back with a new look, resembling somebody off The Watchmen. As Syracuse, New York seems to be absolutely stunned at the return of the Brown Phantom here tonight. Reed and the Brown Phantom lock it up one more again to see who's gonna take on Killa T for the Zeus' Crown Championship, and kudos to the champion for that victory earlier on. in the show. And it looks like KC Reed wants to make claim to the next position 2 challenge for that title. The Brown Phantom ring rust definitely showing as Reed is throwing him around like a sack of potatoes here in matchup number 4. As he hits the Brown Phantom with a fall-away slam, KC Reed definitely in the driver's seat in this one as he goes to the top rope and comes out with a body splash and pinfall attempt. Brown Phantom, a little bit more juice in the container, but Reed staying on him relentlessly, and the Brown Phantom has to go get him some space. But Reed still executing his offense on his challenger. The Brown Phantom is getting whooped as if this was the Cleveland Browns versus anybody else, damn it. Anyway, shout out to Shedeur Sanders. Hopefully he'll turn around that franchise this year. Who knows? Maybe my Chiefs might suck again this year and not make the playoffs. I doubt it. But anyway, KC Reed slowing this one down to a ground and pound, and as I give him accolades, the Brown Phantom responds, but a miss with a roundhouse kick, and KC Reed with a calf 8 suplex, aka grab you by the jaws and throw you halfway across the universe. And now, KC Reed dipping into his T-Move cart, T-Move wish list for a sledgehammer, and it backfires on him as the Brown Phantom gains the momentum in this one. And now the Brown Phantom looks like he's about to make use of the weapon that was revealed by KC Reed. And it looks like he's taking shots at the lower back area of Reed. And now Reed is the recipient of some good old offense from D.D.P. Elbow downs the bigger and more powerful KC Reed. And now the Brown Phantom with a knee drop to the skull and off of the middle rope with a moonsault. Pinfall attempt by the Brown Phantom. Is this it? No, it's the 2 count, and we still have ourselves a matchup in this one. Looking a bit wishy-washy is the Brown Phantom. Probably needs to stay on KC Reed. As a back suplex by the Brown Phantom, and another attempt at putting KC Reed out, and he still cannot get the job done. KC behind the mask, but I'm betting he has a look of frustration on his face as he goes for another one, and it's still only a 2 count. Wise decision by the GM to keep fresh referees going in this contest and giving Jimmy Yin the night off. As KC Reed with a inverted power slam on the Brown Phantom and following up with a discus punch, punching the lights out of his competitor. And now dragging the Brown Phantom to the center of the ring. I thought it might be a cover attempt, but instead Reed setting him up dead center for a pump handle slam and going for the sledgehammer, about to get him some get back from the licks he suffered at the hands of the Brown Phantom, who is now staring up at the Milky Way. And KC Reed goes out and covers the Brown Phantom in this Falls Count Anywhere contest. And Casey Reed prevails over the returning Brown
This is
Phantom
DJ
here in
Soulful
matchup
Production.
number
Here's your
4.
winner, Casey Reed.
Casey Reed with an immaculate victory over the Brown Phantom. Stick around because next we have a Fighting Furies Lieutenant Tag Team Viewers Choice Book Match. D.D.P against Iron Covenant in our main event.
This is the home of Frequency Pro Wrestling. Encouraging you all to just
Hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. After all, it costs nothing. Do the deed and stop fronting.
hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons.
2 years in the making, y'all. Haven't had one since 2024. And here it is, your main event for tonight's festivities. The viewer's choice. You decided this match. You are the one that booked it. And the first competitors to make their way to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of Syracuse, New York, I give you the Iron Covenant, Giovanni and Taryn Jerry. Two of the 3 competitors out of their unit, the lieutenants of their squad. Both captains on standby in February, almost 6 months ago. And they gelled together like glue. Carnage had Taryn Jerry and Giovanni, the Iron Covenant. They are looking focused and fierce as ever as they await the Fighting Furies Lieutenant Champions. And remember, all belts are on the line no matter the captain or if the lieutenants are in battle. Here they are, party people, the Dissonant Dog Pound, Geraldine Phillips and Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. Funky Fresh for you here in New York. And as I went over the stats and reviewed their body of work, all I have to say is that it's impressive indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll get off into that the further we get into the match. After doing my research, man, they might be up for another slot on Slugfest Saturday. The Big Dog, along with her partner in crime, Geraldine Phillips, here in Syracuse, New York. Party people, let's get it.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Alliance Zone Fighting Female Tag Team Championship.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Introducing the challengers, the Infiltrator.
1-1 is their record, 500.
The Alliance Zone Fighting Female Tag Team Champions, Diamond Mine.
They've been champion for 64 days as a trio, and you saw their record in regards to the lieutenant side of this Trios Championship. 9-3. 75%. I'll take it. Anyhow, traditional tag in, tag out match. No tornado tag team like we saw earlier with the rookies. And if you haven't seen that contest, then after this live stream, go back and check out the pre-show. You know, ever since George Lucas did his thing with Star Wars, everybody likes to go forward and then go backwards. Anyhow, Taryn, Jerry, and Big Dog Bev O'Bannon for their squads are in. And Taryn, the monster that she is, begins to dominate this contest. High knee to the nose of Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. Now back to the Dissonant Dog Pound and their body of work, man. Check this. 9-match win streak, including a championship victory. They have 2 wins against the current Queens of Chaos Tag Team Champions Malpractice. And their title win was back on the 3rd of June. And here's the kicker. The one that punched the 60-yard field goal, big baby. No losses in the calendar year of 2026. That is impressive indeed. The Dissonant Dog Pound, and they have been turning it up a notch ever since Becca Sue became their captain. And in regards to the Iron Covenant, they've only been together for a couple of months, but still, they have been formidable in their efforts. A 1-1 record, 500, and you just only been together for 3 months. That is a story within itself. As Giovanni into the fold with Geraldine Phillips. And Geraldine Phillips is not intimidated by the size factor in regards to Ivani. Rope assisted powerbomb on the Iron Covenant member. But Ivani with a counter that ends in a sidewalk slam. Whipped into enemy territory is Geraldine. And she might want to watch out as she has a monster waiting on her in Taryn Jerry. Itching to get back into the contest. Pillar to post. And Geraldine is stumbling. And Ivani finally levels with a punch to the grill. Both teams looking impressive. But over the last couple of seconds, it's been all Iron Covenant. And right on cue, I screw it up for the Dissonant Dog. For Iron Covenant. D.D.P coming back only for a second for Ivani to control the matchup one more time, slamming Geraldine to the pavement. And a counter by Geraldine as a drop toe hold into an ankle lock on Ivani, who punches her way up out of that excruciating hold. And once again, thank you for sticking with us to the main event. This is your matchup that you booked by answering the poll questions for us last week. As Ivani going for a cover, Big Dog Bev O'Bannon there to rush in and break it up. Now Geraldine staring up at the rafters, and Ivani in finisher off mode. And hits her with a rolling slam. Absolutely gorgeous move, only yielded a 2 count. And in comes Taryn Jerry, and the crowd is responding with adulation as this tag team, trios championship is on the line here in the main event. The nature of these divisions is whether the captains or the lieutenants are in battle, all 3 belts are on the line. So if the dissonant dog pound happens to lose, which I highly doubt, given the fact of their record, then they have to give up all the belts, the captain's and the lieutenant's belt, and hand them over to the Iron Covenant. Big Dog Bev O'Bannon tagged in. And the two powerhouses for the units are in control of this one. Widow's Peak submission style on Taryn Jerry. Big Dog Bev O'Bannon slowing this one down to a crawl, and just as quick as a hiccup, Taryn Jerry flips the script and woman whops the Big Dog. Tugging away at the right arm of Big Dog O'Bannon. And now getting her some space to tag back in Yuvani. Back and forth. This contest is going. And it looks like the Iron Covenant is making an effort to keep a fresh person in the ring while isolating their opponent. Fall away slam by Yuvani on the Big Dog. And Yuvani would prefer a ground and pound style as opposed to a quick pace attack. Out of nowhere, Big Dog Bev O'Bannon with a spine buster, and Taryn Jerry is there to break up the pinfall attempt. Absolutely in awe I am of these two teams as a big boot sends Yuvani to the outside of the confines of the square circle. Cheap shot by Big Dog O'Bannon. Sends Taryn Jerry out there as well. Yuvani walking right back into a red hot Big Dog Bev O'Bannon, who hits her with a powerbomb and goes and tags in Geraldine Phillips. And now the Dissonant Dog Pound looking like they are in a commanding lead in this one. But hold on a second. A distracted Geraldine is hit by a drop kick from Taryn Jerry. And now she goes in with her punch to the face of Geraldine Phillips. Ranking at the arm of Geraldine, and now she gets some get back against Big Dog Bev O'Bannon for that cheap shot that she suffered earlier in the matchup. Who is going to win this contest? Help us out by engaging in the poll questions and doing all the free stuff that matters so much to our channel. The liking, the sharing, and the subbing. Show us a tad bit of loving as Geraldine Phillips with a counter that ends in a knee to the midsection of Taryn Jerry. Rolling her back into a familiar corner. And now Geraldine is about to do something diabolical. A rear naked chokehold with the assistance of the second rope, gaining leverage to take the wind out of the sails of Taryn Jerry as she goes for a pinfall attempt. No count. Referee as slow as molasses in the wintertime on that one. And in steps Yuvani. But Geraldine and her awareness, is there enough to get the offensive going on Yuvani? Bangarang by Geraldine Phillips as she goes for a pinfall attempt. Only a 1 count. And this grueling matchup still lingers on. Geraldine hit with a spear by Yuvani. And out the ring, she goes only to hook up with Taryn Jerry in enemy territory as Yuvani introduces Big Dog Bev O'Bannon to the apron. Both legal competitors back into the ring, and Yuvani is the one that gets the advantage first. And going in on the arms of Geraldine Phillips. Hulking up the crowd here in Syracuse, New York. I told you, you picked this matchup, and it's hype. And it's worth the price of admission to see this one. Geraldine tags in Big Dog Bad O'Bannon, who was struck down by Yvonne. And now Yvonne showing that awesome strength of hers one more again as she hoists Big Dog Bev O'Bannon above her shoulders, 6 feet in the air, and drops her to the canvas. And in comes Taryn Jerry one more time, but she's hit by Big Dog Bev O'Bannon with a lariat. And now it looks like the Dissonant Dog Pound is about to put this one away. Hold on a second, a counter by Taryn Jerry, and sends Big Dog Bev O'Bannon along with Geraldine outside of the ring via a spear. And instead of getting back into the ring, Big Dog Bev O'Bannon flexes, but then shuts me up by getting in the ring and putting a boot to Yvonne. And now Yvonne with the counter, setting her up for the wicked web. Geraldine comes in and breaks up the submission hold. Counter for counter, blow for blow, these two teams even Stevens in this contest as Yvonne going for a pinfall attempt on Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. Still got ourselves a contest here. Every time I get the call on a move, another one is performed along with a near pinfall. And I can't overstate it. This one is for your money. And guess what? I have everybody that participated in that poll question in the community tab to thank for this illustrious matchup between these two dominating teams here out of our Fighting Furies division. Hold on a second, a hip drop to the chest of Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. And just like that, it's a wrap. The Iron Covenant defeat the Dissonant Dog Pound in our main event.
Alliance Zone Fighting Female Tag Team Champions, The Infiltrator.
Can I get a Ric Flair whoa with that, big baby? One hell of a feat to defeat the red hot Dissonant Dog Pound and take their titles as well. Anyhow, kudos to the brand new Fighting Furies Trios champions, Becca Sue, Hornets Hatchet, Taryn Jerry, and Yvonne. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to hit y'all with a closing promo, then it's on to the sub-loving. Thank you, Syracuse, New York, for having us. We'll see you next week. Peace.